Hello. So today was the first day of class. Today is the 24th of August 2021, and I had 1 hour classes for 4 courses. So I had a total of 4 hours of classes today. So I'll just go over what I learned today on the first day of class. Actually, it was there was mainly housekeeping discussions about what to expect from the courses and how to contact the instructor and so on. And also there was a very brief introduction to the courses. So the first course class I had, a 1 hour class, was about web languages. And so in this course we'll be learning about Python. So basically some discussions in today's class was about chaos theory and butterfly effects, and how a program can generate random numbers to simulate chaos theory. And that was the CS computer science, the course about web languages, where we'll be learning about Python. And basically an example of chaos theory is how honeybees move and make noise, predicting weather patterns and so on. And then the second course I had was about computer hardware and digital hardware. So hardware, we talked about using software, licensed software to make designs of circuits. So today was not much. Again, housekeeping issues, discussing how to get in touch with the instructor and so on. And the third course was algebra, like basics of algebra. So again, professor discussed how to contact the professor and so on. And some of the basic things we learned today was like basic algebra, for example, to calculate the wage, you multiply the number of hours worked by the hourly wage. To calculate speed, you calculate distance over time in their units and so on, miles per hour, for example. And then he talked about rational numbers, irrational numbers, integers, decimals, fractions, and natural numbers and so on. Then the last class I had today was about computer science 1. That was like the basics of computer science. So in this course we'll be learning about C++. So what I learned was, C++ is basically a language that's even though it's almost 36 years old now in 2021, it's a fundamental language that's been used. And C++ came from C, and also C++ has evolved into Java and C#. And C++ is like a legacy language. It's been there for a long time. It's not easy to get rid of it. And also there's been updates every year. Like I think the latest C++ is 2020 version. And it's used for a lot of applications for hardware, mobile, computer, desktop, and so on. Also I skimmed through the basic keywords or terminologies used in this C++. Like even while the instructor was discussing housekeeping issues for the course, I was kind of going through all the basics and trying to grasp as much as I can. Again, same thing in this class. There was talk of chaos theory and the butterfly effect, and the simulation of how C++ program can be used to create random numbers, assorted numbers, to simulate chaos theory. And like some things, I tried to pick up some keywords just so that I could try to familiarize myself with C++. So some of the words I got from the textbook are seed, like a number you use to simulate results is called seed. Then there's int, stands for integer. There's loops and strings and files and vectors and decision. There's debug, there's testing, there's deploying, There's STL, which is a standard template library, and there's the IDE, which is the integrated development environment, and there's words like iteration, algorithms, arrays, strings, exceptions, programming, object-oriented legacy, generic legacy, inheritance, Visual Studio, Xcode, Mac OS. Like Visual Studio is for Windows, and Mac OS is Xcode. Standard library, char, string variables, while, do while, arithmetic expressions, and nested logs, streams, inputs, outputs, enumeration, sets, maps, nested containers, C-string exceptions, UML headers, source files, composites, dynamic, and then memory, corruption, memory leaks, and so on. And then, so one of the reasons why C++ is important is because of the speed with which it operates, because it's portable, because it's scalable, and there's job security in this field. So if you're good with C++, your job is secure, because C++ is used a lot in many computer science applications, and still being used in by many companies. And some of the code is really old. It's called legacy code. So the code has to be maintained, like millions and billions of lines of code have to be maintained, and sometimes updated, upgraded. That's why you need to know. So apps, like desktop apps, mobile apps, it's performance critical. It's used in science and engineering. It's embedded in systems programming, and so on. And there was also talk of source code, compiler, machine language, low-level language, high-level language, and GUI, which is a graphic user interface. I'm just throwing out some random words here which I picked up today, but again, a lot of these words were never learned by me, or some of them were never heard by me before. There's one thing, Boolean, which is true or false, relational operator. There's a word called linker, Eclipse, NetBeans, Clang, GNU compiler, runtime library, object code, and error detection, MSVC, min, GW, and so on. Then there's a word called int, which stands for integers. There's double for double precision, cont for console output, sin for console input, endl is end of line, square root, power, ceiling is rounding up to the top, floor is rounding up to the bottom, and then there's rounding, which rounds off to the closest number. And subscript operator, overflow, underflow, scope, resolution operator, index, front, back, size, vector, clear, begin, insert, iterator, element. Then there's also going to be labs. Like every Thursday we're going to have labs where there won't be too much talking. There's going to be direct computer usage and working on the desktop with Windows Visual Studio, which is used for the programming. So yeah, all this was in the first day of class. So we learned about computer languages, web languages, where we learned about Python, learned about introduction to computer science, which is about C++. It was introduction to hardware, digital and computer hardware, where we learned about circuits. Is learning about algebra. Today was just like simple, like high school level algebra, but I think it will get complicated with time. So I am really happy that I learned so much on my first day. See, there's one thing that the teacher will teach you, but there's another thing about how much you want to grasp, how hungry you are. And I'm really hungry to learn, and I really want to learn as much as I can. So I'm trying to rush through this course and this program and try to get as much as I can. And so far so good. I'm glad. First day went well, And I did ask my instructor if there is any incubator, like a technology incubator, that I can be a part of, and also wanted to ask him about any startups that came out of our university successfully. And with time, I'll try to be associated with incubators that I can find. So I think what he said was there is not one right now in our place, but there's one close by. And yeah, I wouldn't mind helping out our university start an incubator where we can nourish and encourage startups. So I was happy meeting my classmates in all the programs. We had a pretty significant number of students, and all young talent, excited. I'm one of the older ones in the class, but trying to blend in, trying to be young at heart. And yeah, so I'm focused on my learning. I'm focused on my subjects, and that's all that's important. Yeah, I cannot worry about other things. I have to worry about learning. And yeah, so I'm glad. And tomorrow is another day. So tonight when I get back to my place, I will study all the books. I have got all the books. 2 of them are digital, 2 of them are physical books. There's gonna be some assignments online as well. So because of COVID, we have classes, but there's an option of going hybrid. But I am taking maximum physical classes. So all 4 of my classes are in class, not online, And I like attending classes in person, not online. So yeah, I'm happy with my first day of university in Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. And let's see how the future goes. And I'm really happy. Things are good so far. Okay, have a good day. Bye.